Okay, so good morning to all of you. Today we are discussing about a different concept. Let us consider these are the two mirrors. This is one mirror, this is the other mirror. So two mirrors you have placed like this adjacently you have placed two mirrors at certain angle in the middle, and you are slowly changing the angle, like you have taken 30 degrees, 60 degrees, 90 degrees, 120 degrees, 180 degrees, like this. So changing the angle between the two mirrors. And if these, let us imagine here, these are the two adjacent sides of a wall. When you are considering these are the adjacent sides of the wall, and let us imagine you have placed one mirror here, one mirror at this place also, and you are standing exactly at this place and you are seeing your images. You have to find out how many images you are going to see in the adjacent mirrors here. For that, the concept I am discussing here now. So let me discuss about the diagram which I have drawn here. So these are the two adjacent sides of a mirror, and the angle between the two mirrors is considered to be theta here, and object is placed exactly at the middle of these two mirrors, the bisecting angle of these two mirrors. That's why if the angle between the two mirrors is considered to be theta, I have considered the object at this place exactly at the middle, and these two angles are considered to be theta by 2 as well as theta by 2. This is the first case. That is why it is called as symmetry. And the second case is you are considering the two adjacent walls of a mirror. This is one mirror, this is one mirror. The angle between the two mirrors is considered to be theta, and now the object is considered a bit aside, not exactly at the middle and not exactly at the bisecting angle, but little bit aside, in such a way that if the angle between the two mirrors is considered to be theta, then the adjacent angles are alpha and beta, where alpha is not equal to beta. If this situation, if you observe, you are going to see that alpha is a bit greater than beta. That's why this situation is called as a situation of asymmetry. As the situation is showing asymmetry here, okay, so situation is a bit asymmetry here. So let me draw this diagram as well as tabular column and discuss how many images if you can see when you are standing exactly at the bisecting angle of the adjacent walls of a mirror, and exactly if it is symmetry, this is called as asymmetry situation. So in these cases, how many images you are able to see? That's a big question before us. So how can you find out this? By simple concept. Like, first thing you have to do is, whatever the angle you are placing between the two mirrors, you have to divide that angle to this 360 degrees. You have to find out 360 by theta first. And if this 360 by theta is odd and second one is even, there are two situations here. 360 by theta can be odd, can be even. If 360 by theta is odd, then number of images you are considering is equal to, number of images are going to be equal to 360 by theta, which is going to be the direct answer here. That means 360 by theta, if you find out, that will be the answer here. But the second situation is, if you divide 360 with the theta, that is an angle between the two mirrors, if it is going to be even, then what are the number of images going to be? So in this case, the number of images, n, it is going to be 360 by theta minus 1. This is the second condition. And 360 by theta 1 minus 1 is going to be the answer in this case. So I have taken two cases, one is odd, one is even. So number of images we got, directly 360 by theta is going to be the answer. In the second case, if it is going to be even, number of images is going to be 360 by theta minus 1. So we got that as answer here. So if you observe this tabular column, and one more subcondition you have to consider. What is the subcondition here? Again, if 360 by theta is odd, then again two more subconditions you have to understand here. So if 360 by theta is going to be odd, then again n equal to 360 by theta for the case of asymmetry, and n is going to be 360 by theta minus 1 will be the answer for symmetry. Okay, so this is sub conditions here. So the main condition is if it is odd, this is the answer. If it is even, this is going to be the answer. But there are again conditions like symmetry as well as asymmetry. For that symmetry and asymmetry conditions, if 360 by theta is an odd, which is a sub condition, if it is odd, then again two conditions will prevail here. What is n is equal to 360 by theta, which is for asymmetry. That means n equal to 360 by theta minus 1 for symmetry. So these are sub conditions here. I think you understood partially about the conditions which I have explained. But for clear understanding, if you fill up this tabular column, it will be very easy for you to understand the concept which I have discussed here. The first thing is, if it is 30 degrees, what is the meaning of this? If the angle between the two mirrors comes to be 30 degrees, then 360 by 30 is going to be 12. Okay, so 12, it comes under the first condition, whether it is odd or even. So if you observe here, it is not going to be odd, it is going to be even. Then number of images are going to be 360 by theta minus 1. So your answer is 11 and 11. Because symmetry, asymmetry, subconditions are applicable only for odd condition, but this is case of even condition. So 11 and 11 is going to be the answer. The next thing is 45. So if you divide 360 with 45, you are going to get 8. Again, 8 is going to be even. So if it is even, directly the answer is 360 by theta minus 1. There is no subcondition for the case of even here. So directly you can write the answer as 7 and 7 over here. Next, 360 by theta here in this case, if you divide 360 with 60 here, you'll be getting 6 over here. Again, this is also the case of even. Okay, so if this is a case of even here, so simple thing is you have to subtract with 1 and write the answer as 5 and 5. There is no subcondition for even. So I am considering the next angle, which is going to be 72. So if you divide 360 with 72, it's a different case. You are going to write here as 5. Now the subconditions prevail, holds good in this case now. That is 72 degrees if you are considering. Divide 360 with 72, the result is going to be 5 here. So the subconditions again holds good here. It is a case of odd. If it is a case of odd, again subcondition is applicable in this case. So 360 by theta is odd, and the answer is, if it is asymmetry, directly the answer is n is equal to 360 by theta. That means you can write it as 5 over here. But when you consider in this case, if it is symmetry, then the answer is going to be 4. I think you understood here. So once again, let me discuss about this. If 360 by theta is nothing but 360 by 72 here, is going to be 5. So as it is the condition, the answer you are going to get by applying this formula 360 by theta is going to be odd here. If you apply the condition of odd, again subconditions will prevail here. That is 360 by theta is odd, n equal to 360 by theta, and for that is for asymmetry, and for symmetry it is n equal to 360 by theta minus 1. That's why it is going to be one number less here. Okay, so 75 if you consider, you are going to get 4.8, and 4.8 means fifth image is not going to form here. So directly you can write 4 and 4 in this case. So once again 90 if you consider 90, that means this is just like adjacent sides of a wall here. So if you place one mirror over this wall and the other mirror over this wall, exactly the angle is going to be 90 degrees. So let us imagine the situation that you have placed the mirror on both the sides of the walls. You are standing exactly at the middle of the wall. How many images you can see? Let us find out here. So for this, if you divide here, you will be getting 4. Okay, so 360 by 90 is going to be 4 over here. So as it is 4, the answer is again even. Even means the number of images formed here are 360 by theta minus 1. That's why you can write 3 and 3 over here. So this is another condition, 3 and 3 you are going to get. Why you are going to get 3 and 3? Because it is the case of even. Even means there is no subcondition, odd means there is a subcondition. And subcondition is applicable for 5 because as it is odd here. So 120 degrees we shall discuss over here now. So when you divide 360 with 120, what are you going to get? Again you are getting 3 here. So as you are getting 3 here, the subconditions will prevail again. So that is 360 by theta is going to be odd here. If it is odd, what happens for symmetry? What happens for asymmetry? So asymmetry means directly this is going to be the answer. So I can write 3. Okay. So again for symmetry if you consider, it is going to be 2 over here. So next the final case is 180 degrees. So in this case 360 by 180 if you divide, how much you are going to get? It is 2. So what is the meaning of 360 by 180 here? What is the meaning that angle is 180 degrees? The meaning here is you are just taking one mirror and completely you are placing the mirror like this. That means it is going to be a plane mirror. There is angle between the two mirrors is going to be 180 degrees. If the two mirrors have extended its angles in such a way that it has become a plane mirror, then how many images you are going to see for a plane mirror? Definitely it is going to be the one mirror, one image you are going to see. So 180 if you divide, the final answer that is 360 by theta is going to be 2 here. But according to the condition of even, you will be getting number of images is 360 by theta minus 1. So your answer is 1 and 1. As the condition is odd here, there is no chance for subcondition in this case. I think you understood. Have a good day.